You are. I'm giving you 5 minutes.
Yeah. Hi all, my name is Jonathan and I'm working as well for the Belgian company Mobile Vikings, and I'm going to present you a little framework that we are using for doing the deployments on production. 1.5 years ago we were using Fabric until then, but we were a little unsatisfied with some of the capabilities. Like for instance, we interactive command line interface. We would like to do things in parallel, and we would like to have something a little more declarative where we could use some introspection upon. And the framework is called Python Deployer. You can find it on my GitHub page. And I'm going to show you a little demo, a screen recording that I made yesterday. I'm going to show this in full screen. Back in. Yeah, okay, so we have a client file, and actually the client file starts with the command line interface of our deployment settings. And it's just a hierarchical architecture. We can move to certain nodes like a file tree. We can execute certain commands, like for instance, right now we are querying the database size of a Redis instance. We can connect to the Django shell of our production or staging server, or in this case the staging server. We can generate Django configurations from there, edit them in VI or whatever editor you prefer. Right now I'm moving to the local setup, so we can use the same deployment configuration to for the local developer setup as for the production. And if you see the diff from the changes that we have made, you see that the things that we have changed, and if a new settings file was generated again, this will be undone. We're going to move to the Redis node in our setup, and you see it's an inheritance of 6 classes. We have the base Redis setup, which is a base class which does something like apt-get or installing an upstart script for our Redis system. And if we show the place where we are overriding this, at this place, we define another part for our system. So all of the deployment scripts are reusable. We can also sandbox the deployment. So we are starting up a shell, and you see here in yellow the command that's going to be executed. So the manage.py shell. But if we prefix it with sandbox, you see that the bash -n operation does a sandbox execution of this. It does just a syntax checking of our deployment scripts. We are going to move to our production setup, just to show you the possibilities. Just a moment. Yeah, I'm going to start as in daemons because we made things possible in parallel. That means that if we have several servers doing the same thing, we can split up the panes doing the same setup in parallel over the several systems. Let's see, now we are compiling the Postgres on our database server, but we have a slave and a master. So we see from time to time that our terminal is splitting in two for doing the setup on the master and the slave at the same time. Yeah, in a moment you will also see that he's going to do a git checkout of our project, some configuration files that's going to be generated. He's asking for some input. He's seeing that Redis is already installed, so we don't have to do that again. And yeah, this was the git checkout. There he asks for the git commit that we want to have. So you see, if you are interested in using this, it could be helpful. For us, it was a better option than Fabric. Okay, but probably there are other possibilities. So if you have any feedback, comments, you're welcome. You find me over here. Thank you.